Have you ever woken up in the morning, sat on the edge of your bed and thought, why am I feeling so tired and I just slept? Or maybe you've noticed you don't bounce back the way you used to, whether it's after a long walk, a family gathering, or even just doing the dishes. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Aging brings changes, that's true. But here's the good news. It doesn't mean giving up your energy, your health, or your independence. The truth is, after 65, every little habit matters. The way you start your day, the food you eat, how often you move, even what you say to yourself when you look in the mirror. These small choices stack up. And over time, they can add not just years to your life, but life to your years. Because what's the point of living longer if you're not really living? Today, I want to share something that could change your daily routine in the most powerful way. We're going to talk about 6 simple habits, things you can start doing today that have been shown to support longevity, improve your health, and help you feel stronger and more confident in your body. No fancy equipment, no complicated routines, just honest, doable steps that fit right into your life. Let's start with something that might surprise you. The way you begin your morning sets the tone for your entire day. And I'm not talking about jumping out of bed and running laps, not unless that's your thing. I'm talking about just moving. The very first habit is to take 5 minutes, just 5, to do gentle stretches or light movement right after waking up. Why? Because after a night of lying still, your body needs a wake-up call. Think of it like oiling a rusty hinge, a slow neck roll, a few shoulder circles, maybe some light marching in place. It gets your blood flowing, warms up your joints, and tells your brain, we're alive, we're ready. Even better, this little burst of movement actually helps reduce stiffness, especially in the hips and lower back, which tend to tighten as we age. And if you pair it with a few deep breaths, slow inhales through the nose, slow exhales through the mouth, you're also giving your heart and lungs a gentle kickstart. That oxygen flow to the brain, it sharpens your focus. So instead of starting your day hunched and groggy, you're upright, alert, and already one step ahead. Now, let's talk about something most people overlook: hydration. After 65, our sense of thirst becomes less reliable. That means you might be dehydrated and not even realize it. And dehydration doesn't just cause dry mouth. It can affect your balance, your energy, your digestion, even your memory. One of the best habits you can build is to drink a full glass of water within 30 minutes of waking up. Not coffee, not tea, just plain water. Think of your body like a plant. If you don't water it, it starts to wilt. That morning glass helps flush out toxins from the night, supports your kidneys, and gets your metabolism moving. If plain water feels boring, add a slice of lemon or cucumber. Some folks even like a pinch of sea salt to help with mineral absorption. Whatever works for you, just get that hydration in. You'll feel the difference in your energy levels, and over time it helps keep your skin healthier, your joints more lubricated, and your organs functioning at their best. Here's something else that's easy to forget when life slows down: the power of sunlight. Yes, that big yellow ball in the sky still works wonders after 65. Spending just 10 to 15 minutes outside in the early morning can do more for your body than you might think. Natural sunlight triggers your body to produce vitamin D, which supports your bones, your immune system, and even your mood. You ever notice how a sunny day just feels better? That's not just in your head, it's chemical. It's real. And let me tell you something. Those moments in the sun are also a chance to reconnect with the world around you. You might see neighbors walking their dogs. You might hear birds chirping or feel a breeze that reminds you of childhood summers. These aren't small things. They bring joy. And joy, my friend, is a kind of medicine too. So what does that look like in practice? After your morning stretch and your glass of water, step outside. Sit on your porch, stand by the window with the sun shining on your face, or take a short walk down the driveway and back. That little habit, sunlight and fresh air, can help regulate your sleep, boost your mood, and even improve how well you think and remember things. It's amazing how often we think health has to be hard or expensive, but the truth is, it's often the simplest habits that give us the most powerful results. And once they become part of your routine, they feel good. You start to crave them. You look forward to them. Now that we've talked about those first few changes, getting your body moving, staying hydrated, and catching some morning sun, let's keep going. Because the next habit is one that doesn't just help you live longer. It helps you enjoy the years you already have. It's easy to overlook, But what you put on your plate each day has more power than any medicine bottle. And I'm not just talking about avoiding sugar or cutting out fast food. Let's focus on what you can add to your diet that actively supports a longer, healthier life. The fourth habit is simple. Include at least one longevity food in every single meal. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is a longevity food? These are the kinds of foods that fuel your body at a deeper level. They don't just give you energy for a few hours. They protect your heart, your brain, your joints, even your mood. Foods like leafy greens, blueberries, beans, walnuts, garlic, olive oil, and salmon are known for their ability to fight inflammation, strengthen immunity, and support brain function. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet. Just add one of these foods into each meal. If you're having eggs in the morning, toss in a handful of spinach. Making a sandwich for lunch, swap out mayo for mashed avocado. Dinner, a side of steamed broccoli or a few slices of grilled salmon can go a long way. These little additions feed your body the nutrients it's craving without making you feel like you're missing out. And don't worry, healthy doesn't mean bland. A drizzle of olive oil, a dash of herbs, a squeeze of lemon can turn simple ingredients into something flavorful and satisfying. Eating well should never feel like punishment. It should feel like you're giving your body the love and care it deserves. You might not notice the changes overnight, but give it a couple of weeks. You'll likely feel less sluggish, your digestion may improve, and your mental clarity might sharpen. It's a quiet, powerful shift, and the best part, you're in control of it. Let's shift gears for a moment and talk about something that might not sound physical at first, but has a massive impact on your health: staying socially connected. That's the fifth habit. And no, that doesn't mean you have to be out partying or surrounded by people 24/7. But it does mean making an effort to talk, laugh, and share moments with others regularly. As we get older, it's not uncommon for our social circles to shrink. Kids move away, friends get busy. Sometimes we even start to think, maybe I don't need to talk to anyone today. But connection is a key part of longevity. In fact, some of the longest living people in the world, like those in Okinawa, Japan, or Sardinia, Italy, don't just eat well and stay active. They have strong social bonds. They check in on each other. They laugh. They belong. And you can do that too, in your own way. Maybe it's calling a friend every morning just to say hi. Maybe it's chatting with your neighbor, joining a walking group, or even connecting with others online through a shared interest or hobby. These little moments of connection reduce stress, protect your heart, and help keep depression and anxiety at bay. They remind you that you're part of something, that you still matter, because you do. If talking to others feels hard or out of reach right now, start small. Write a letter, send a text. Even smiling at someone during your morning walk counts. These small acts of connection send a message to your brain and your heart that life is still rich, still vibrant, still worth showing up for. Now, I know we've been covering a lot. Morning movement, hydration, sunlight, nourishing food, and now social connection. And it's not about doing everything perfectly or all at once. It's about picking one thing, starting there, and watching how your body and mind respond. Because once you feel even a little bit better, it becomes easier to keep going. It builds momentum. And there's one more habit that ties them all together. Something that might surprise you. It's not something you do with your body, but something you carry in your mind every single day. It's the habit of purpose. Waking up with a reason to face the day, even if it's small, has been shown time and time again to extend life and improve health. Purpose gives structure to our days, meaning to our actions, and hope to our hearts. Maybe your purpose is tending your garden. Maybe it's calling your grandkids, volunteering at a shelter, writing your story, or simply watching the birds from your window and greeting the morning with gratitude. Purpose doesn't have to be big or dramatic. It just has to be yours. Having a reason to get out of bed each day keeps your mind sharp, your spirit strong, and your heart engaged with the world. And that, more than anything else, can help you live not just longer, but fuller. You see, when you start your day with purpose, even if it's something as simple as making yourself a nice breakfast or calling someone you care about, you're sending a powerful message to yourself and the world. I'm still here, and I still matter. And that message ripples through everything you do. It affects how you carry yourself, how you speak, how you eat, how you treat others, and most importantly, how you treat yourself. Because aging isn't about becoming less. It's about becoming more of who you really are. Wiser, clearer, more grounded. And when you carry that kind of energy, people feel it. They're drawn to it. You inspire others, often without even realizing it. Now, I want to take a moment to remind you, this isn't about perfection. This isn't about becoming some ideal version of health or doing everything right. It's about creating small, steady shifts that feel good to you, because the truth is, your body listens, your mind listens, and when you start showing up for yourself with care, even in the tiniest ways, you start to feel the difference. Let's go over the heart of what we've talked about, not as a list, but as a story. Picture this. You wake up in the morning, the sun is just peeking through the curtains. You sit up slowly, roll your shoulders, stretch your arms, breathe deeply. You get up, pour yourself a glass of water, and step outside, even if just for a few minutes. The cool morning air greets your skin, the warmth of the sun touches your face, and you take it in. You're alive. You make a simple breakfast, maybe some eggs or oatmeal with berries and nuts, something real, something nourishing. You take your time. You might call a friend, share a laugh, or check in with someone who needs to hear your voice today. You feel a quiet sense of meaning. Maybe later you take a walk. Maybe you work in the garden. Maybe you sit in stillness and reflect. And when the day winds down, you rest knowing you've done something good for your body, your mind, and your spirit. That's what longevity looks like. Not just more time on the clock, but more life in your days, more strength, more clarity, more peace. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need the newest gadgets or the most expensive supplements. You just need presence, intention, and a little bit of consistency. And let me say this, if you've been feeling like it's too late, I want you to hear me loud and clear. It's not too late, not by a long shot. Your body is always listening. Your cells are always responding. Every day is a chance to feel better, think clearer, and move with more ease. And even if you've struggled with health, or motivation, or energy, especially if you've struggled, there's still time to shift course. Even one small change can be a turning point. You've lived through so much already. You've seen the world change, raised families, overcome challenges. You've learned lessons that only time and experience can teach. And now, in this chapter of your life, you have a unique gift, the freedom to focus on you, your well-being, your joy, your peace of mind. So why not give yourself that gift? Start with one habit, just one. Maybe tomorrow morning you stretch before you reach for your phone. Maybe you pour that glass of water. Maybe you open the door and let the sun hit your face for 5 minutes. That's all it takes to begin. Because once you start, your body remembers. It says, oh yes, this feels right. And before long, it's not a habit anymore. It's just part of who you are. And if you ever feel like giving up or slipping back into old patterns, be kind to yourself. That's part of the process. Longevity isn't about rigid rules, it's about living, about giving yourself the grace to fall and the courage to begin again. I'd love to hear what habit you're planning to start with. Is it the morning stretch, the hydration, maybe a walk in the sunlight? Let me know in the comments. Your story might just inspire someone else to take that first step. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. We're building a community here, one filled with wisdom, strength, and people just like you who are ready to live with more energy, more confidence, and more joy. There's so much life left to live, and you deserve to live it fully. Here's to waking up every morning with purpose, moving through each day with strength, and embracing every year with gratitude. Here's to you. Keep going. You've got this, and I'll see you in the next video.